Welcome all. Today I'd just like to cover a couple of issues regarding powering Pocket 4Ks and possibly other cameras, as well as accessories at the same time, using external batteries especially. Now, there are a couple of memes that I keep coming across regularly on YouTube questions that are being asked, and forums and so forth, where people are saying that one, you can't run a Pocket 4K with an external battery and have the internal battery inside the camera at the same time. That's patently false. I've been doing it since 2018 with my first one, and around 2019, late 19, with my second one. I use the LPE6 battery inside the camera, a genuine Canon battery that is, as basically an UPS, so that if I need to change a battery while on the run, it doesn't interfere with the camera operations. The camera just stays on, whether you're rolling or not. It's very easy to then do a battery swap and not have to start the camera, and it works perfectly. So that's a general thing that keeps going around. I don't know where the information comes from, but it's just not true. As long as you keep the battery in there and you keep a good battery, and I always recommend genuine Canon batteries inside the camera, you're good to go. The second meme is really to do with powering multiple accessories, especially the monitor and the camera at the same time through one battery. The common statement that people say is that if you do that, you'll instantly fry the HDMI port on the camera. Now, some people have had the ports go, but it's not due to powering it from the same battery. I've been now powering, as you can see here, all the cables come out of the battery adapter. They power the monitor, my focus control wheel, microphone. Everything is powered from that one battery, and I've been doing that since 2018. There is not a problem with doing it, and you're not going to fry the HDMI port if you do that, if you do it correctly. Now, the issue is you should be using an adapter that provides power independently to the various accessories, rather than using some sort of a double adapter off the V-mount battery itself. And more importantly is to use quality cables and have those cables connected into the system in such a way that they're not going to come loose. The problem with a lot of, I believe that what people are having if they are frying the port is, one, they're connecting cables while the battery is turned on. Now, this little adapter has an on-off switch so that you can totally isolate the battery from the rest of the system if you're having to connect cables. So putting a HDMI cable in or out while powered on is definitely running a risk of causing damage. It shouldn't be done. Even ARRI with their SDI ports state that it's a problem that if you're disconnecting cables while powered on, you're likely to damage the camera or those particular parts of the camera. The other thing is to have your cables properly secured all the time. Now, all of mine are secured, zip tied together, so they're in a bundle. Nothing comes loose, nothing can be jiggled loose, and it's in those situations that you can possibly cause damage if you create a short by having a cable that can suddenly jiggle loose and so on. So as I've said many times, cable management is so critical when it comes to how your gear is going to work, how satisfactorily it's going to work, and how long is it going to last. So it frustrates me when I hear people say this to others who aren't familiar with the setups, and making them believe that you can't do it. Yes, you can. Just do it properly and have your cable situation in such a state that you're not going to risk damaging anything. And always connect and disconnect cables when the power is off. If it means removing a battery, do that. But that's the sort of basis of problems that people have, is not managing their gear properly. It's very simple, but it's very easy to make a mistake, and when that happens, that's when you're going to have some trouble. Now, with my second camera, it runs off batteries because the power pack itself can't deliver the 12 volts to the monitor. But if that monitor ran off a lower voltage, I wouldn't be at all worried about running it off that adapter plate for the same reasons. Don't connect and disconnect things while the power is on, and that's the main thing to keep in mind. So that's all I wanted to say today, and hopefully that informs people, and pass this on to others if you ever have any doubts or somebody has doubts about it. You do it the right way, you're not going to have problems. Do it the wrong way and you're likely to have problems. So on that note, I'll call it cheers.